guys, so it is Tuesday and I'm coming to you with our weekly video. It's coming slightly later than I planned. It's supposed to come on Monday, like when my bump updates were posted, and it's going to be like a Mummy Monday kind of thing. Somebody used that phrase and I'm going to kind of pick that up and steal it, so yeah. But yeah, yesterday it just didn't work out. I tried to make videos like at lunchtime with Dylan, and it was just crazy. He was like turning the camera on and off and like rolling across my knee and kept on changing positions and shouting at people out the window. And so we've had a bit of a break with Dylan in videos, and then I was going to make it in the evening like I'm doing now, but I had a Skype date I wanted to keep, and then it was dark and I fell asleep, so. But it's okay because I can talk about what happened today, and today was a good day, so yeah. So normally they're going to come on Mondays, and I'm going to always have at least one of the kids with me, I hope. Hopefully I can persuade Dylan to kind of come into videos because he's got such an awesome personality, and when he can sit still enough to do a video, it's quite entertaining. I've got some like random videos of him, so fingers crossed. But yeah, so these are going to be like weekly little snippets of our life. And you'll have to bear with me because when I have the quiz, I could kind of keep on track and I didn't ramble. But if you've watched like my old videos, I do tend to ramble just a little bit and I talk quite fast. And so you'll just have to bear with me for a few weeks while I kind of get into the swing of this because I'm not really sure how to stay on track. I'm not the best at that. So yeah, weekly videos, hurrah. So yeah, what's been going on? So obviously last week Harrison was still on paternity leave, and we had a week that was quite nice. Like the visitors kind of slowed down a little bit, or maybe they didn't. I'm not really sure, but I think I was just more in the swing of life. We were as a family, and Dylan had a couple of mornings where he'd go to the park or something with Harrison and my sisters, and we just had quite a nice week last week, where we were kind of making the most of having everybody around, like Harrison included, but also just kind of slipping into life as a family of four. But yesterday, Harrison finished paternity leave and went back to work. I was super nervous about it, I won't lie. I literally was losing sleep over how I would cope with two children, because when it first happened when I was born, obviously I kind of was really eased into it in the fact that Harrison was home for 2 weeks. And I suddenly felt like I was being thrown into the deep end, which massively freaked me out because as well, the first day, it was yesterday, Monday, was the only day this week when my mum was just like, yeah, I'm out all day, I can't see you at all. And I was just like, what? I'm going to be on my own all day with 2 children, oh my god. And I really freaked out. But actually yesterday it was fine. It was like an okay day. We had a bit of a rough start because I guess we've been used to going out. We've gone out most days, or at least Dylan has, and it was just like thunderstorms on and off all day. So we were inside all day. There was only me, of course, and like Dylan's been used to having Harrison around, so he was a bit thrown off guard as well. Plus, I guess he kind of fed off my anxiety, and so we had a bit of a rough morning, a couple of tantrums that were fixed by a nap, which was nice because Dylan doesn't nap anymore, and he did. And then the afternoon was nice. We went and picked up lots of strawberries and made some cheesecake and just had like a really relaxing time. Dylan's been helping me cook recently, and he likes mixing and stirring and pouring, and so making cheesecake was fun, and vegan, which was nice. And then yeah, so yesterday was good, and that kind of eased me into life. And today we went down to the Thames Barrier, and it was nice weather. It was like kind of warm and didn't rain, which is nice, and it wasn't humid, which is even better. And we watched the aeroplanes because it's right by an airport, and we watched all the boats in the river, which Dylan loved because Dylan loves planes. Like, we have planes like all over the house, and he loved the boats. And then we played in the play park, which is awesome because Dylan loves play parks. We have a play park like around the corner, and we go there all the time. And he has this thing where he won't go on like the kid stuff that's made for like toddlers. He like will be running around with like 10-year-olds, like chasing them up and down. Not so much chasing them, but following them up and down parts of climbing frames that are not made for 2-year-olds at all, but he can completely hold his own, and it's really awesome to watch. So we did that today with my mum, and that was really nice because I just kind of like hanging out with her, which is weird because, like, I mean, if you look at my old videos, we did not get on at all. And now we're kind of close, like, we're really close and it's nice. So, yeah, that has been the first 2 days of me being home alone as a proper stay-at-home mum to 2 kids. And it's gone well, and I'm kind of looking forward to the rest of the week. Especially because I think it's next week, yeah. My mum is taking Dylan away to the beach. I'm sure it's next week. Yeah, next week. Yeah, so my mum's taking Dylan away to the beach next week. And they're going with my sisters and Ella, my next younger sister's friends. And me and Isla are going to go up and meet them after 5 days. But yeah, so I'm kind of making the most of this week because next week I'm not going to have Dylan here for 5 days, which is going to be weird. And I'm just going to have Isla. So we're kind of making the most of this week. I'm kind of planning to go and visit my grandparents with both of them, which will be good. And we're also having lots of time where we're just going to different parks. There's a swing park next to us, which I told you about. And there's a big woods near us, which Dylan loves to explore with a dog. So I'm making the most of doing that kind of stuff with him. Just because I like hanging out with him and letting him kind of be the big brother. And he shows Isla all of the stuff, so it's really cute. Yeah. And as far as Isla goes, it's kind of strange to talk about a baby because babies don't really do anything. They kind of eat, sleep, poo, and that's kind of it. But yeah, she's definitely changed since even last week when I made my update, kind of introducing her to you all. She's awake a lot more, although obviously she's asleep now, but she's awake a lot more. She's definitely falling into a more regular sleep pattern, and her weight gain is awesome. She was 6 pound 5, 6 pound 4, 6 pounds 5. Oh my god, when she was born, 5 pound 6. There we go. When she was born, and yeah, then day 5 she was weighed, and she'd lost 2 ounces, and obviously that happens with babies. But today she was weighed when we met our health visitor, and she's 6 pounds 3. It's insane. She's gaining really, really, really good amounts of weight, and we're really happy about that because she's so long. Having a low birth weight put her BMI right down, even though for her gestation her weight was fine, but for her length, which is above average, her weight was low. And so everybody was kind of like, oh, she has to gain weight well because her BMI needs to go up just a little bit because it's just bang on borderline of being too low. And so we're really happy that she's gained weight, and it means that my milk is good, and that's always nice to know because I think mums who breastfeed don't really get any reassurance that their milk is good apart from the fact that their baby's growing. And so the fact that she's doing so well is awesome. I don't even know what to say. I don't really notice how tired I am until I try and make a coherent sentence, and then I'm just like, damn it, I can't even talk. I must be really tired. Which kind of brings me on to sleep. Sleep in this house has gone completely insane. Isla, obviously, she feeds every 2 to 3 hours, which is awesome, optimum breastfeeding, and so she's feeding every 2 hours, 3 hours at night, which means I'm waking up every 2 to 3 hours at night. And Dylan has started this thing where he'll sleep through until about 4 a.m, and then he wakes up and comes and has to sleep next to Isla. So if she's on my chest at night, he has to sleep on one side of me, and if she's in her Moses basket, he has to sleep on the other side of me. And and then he comes in and sleeps in bed at 4 a.m, which is pretty crazy because he is a starfish. He lays out, and he doesn't like being under any covers, so he kicks the covers down, and I like covers, and so we end up all tangled up in sheets and covers, which sounds absolutely horrific when I say that we co-sleep with Isla, but it's not as bad as it sounds. It's just kind of Dylan with his legs, or Dylan sometimes lays on top of the cover at the opposite end, and top and tails. It's really bizarre, but yeah, it works, and it's good for us. But sleep has definitely changed in this house, and everybody kind of walks around with this really manic look in the morning because we're all kind of really wired. We're like, oh my god, I've had no sleep. Oh my god, I've had no sleep. But we're learning to kind of exist on no sleep and then 2 children. I don't really know what else to talk about. I guess I've done like 10 minutes, so that's good. Oh, last thing. Next week, Harrison starts his new job. He worked for Virgin. I mentioned he worked for Virgin. I'd kind of mentioned it on and off. I've moaned about them and I've been really happy about them over the past year and a bit. But he's leaving the company. He's going to work for a new company, and it is a newfound company. It was only started about 9 months ago. And it's a new gym, which is quite local to us, kind of a high-end gym. And he's going to manage that, and that's really exciting for us because obviously it's a massive step for him. But it also means he's in charge of his rota and his holidays, and it just means that he has less of a commute. It's only about a 20-minute commute from where we live, opposed to like an hour and a half where he is now. So he'll be around more, and it's just a good step for him, and I guess for us as well. I think what it means, for me personally anyway, is that because he'll be able to do his own rota, and he'll be able to, when he actually has an early shift, he'll be home at a reasonable time, opposed to now where he has an early shift and then has an hour and a half commute. He's still only just home by bedtime. So it means that in a few months, I'll be able to go and do things. I've been looking at like different yoga classes and stuff that I wanted to go to for years, like since I got pregnant with Dylan, and I can finally kind of have the opportunity to start doing those. So it's an exciting time for all of us because there's this kind of optimism that's kind of happened in the house, that things are heading in the right direction, in a really positive direction as well, just financially, and the stability we've got, and just the opportunities that Harrison's getting and that I'm getting as well, to be able to broaden our lives at the moment. And also I'm doing, I've got a whole new group of people for Body Shop, because obviously I work for the Body Shop, and I've got a whole new group of mums as well. So that's awesome. So our lives are kind of broadening in ways that are more than just Isla, which is crazy because it's all happening at the same time, but yeah. So yeah, I think I've rambled enough for this week. I have a couple more videos coming. I've had 2 videos have been requested, one for tattoos and one about my eating, so I'm going to get on to that. But yeah, I'm going to see you again next week on Monday for more family updates. And then we're going to wave goodbye to Dylan on Tuesday when he goes away with my mum. And yeah, we'll see what happens. So yeah, it's going to be goodbye for this week. Bye.